it is time for my 4th rose fragrance review in my series A Dozen Roses. So if you're not familiar with that, I'm trying to review 12 rose fragrances by Valentine's Day, and this will be the 4th one. Now, I always forget to say it, so I'm going to say right now, please give this video a thumbs up if you are so inclined, and please subscribe for more fragrance reviews as well as other beauty videos. So, today I am going to be talking about Taif by Ormonde Jayne. Ormonde Jayne is a small perfume house based in London. All the fragrances are made in London. They make one of my absolute favorite perfumes that I think right now I'd have to call my signature scent, and that is Ormonde Woman. I absolutely love it. I think the brand has just amazing quality, and to me Taif is a very sheer, very wearable, very daytime friendly floral oriental that is definitely based on rose, but unlike some of the other rose fragrances I reviewed, the rose isn't the absolute, scene stealer of the fragrance. There are other florals in the mix, and there's definitely other things going on. But so the top notes in Taif are, looking at my computer over here, pink pepper, saffron, and dates. When I really try, I get a little sweetness of dates. That's how I perceive it. The pink pepper doesn't really stick out to me. The saffron does. It's a slightly sour saffron, but not at all unpleasant. I think it's nice. I think saffron and rose can be a nice combo. When I first started wearing it, I got the saffron. To me it was a saffron rose, and I really liked it, but I didn't like how sheer it was. Then a funny thing happened. I got a sample of a scent that had a lot of oud in it. It was from my olfactif perfume sample box, and I actually don't remember the name of the scent right now, but it said it had oud in it, and I was like, okay, oud. And I tried it, and I was like, yep, that's oud, and I am not a big fan of that note. If you're not really familiar with it, it smells very kind of funky. People can describe it as fecal. I don't think it's that at all, but it's this funky, woody kind of a note, and it is hard to describe, and it's very distinctive. It's like if it's there, you can't miss it. So I smelled this fragrance, and then a few days later, a week later, I don't know, I wore Taif again, and I was like, oud. This has oud in it, okay? But oud is not listed, and I know that Ormonde Jayne has used oud in other scents. It's not listed for Taif, but now that I made that connection, it is all I smell. To me, this is a sheer rose oud with some florals and a little sweetness, but I get so much oud. It's kind of ridiculous how your relationship with a fragrance can evolve over time, and I found that with other scents, and that is what happened with Taif. Okay, so I'll tell you the heart notes, of course, rose, and they use really high quality rose oil, freesia, orange flower, absolute, and jasmine. I can't pick out any of those other flowers individually. It's just all in the blend. It's very nice and very soft. The oud and the florals really coexist. I don't get a lot of progression through stages with this perfume. It kind of smells the same once it sets on my skin. The base notes, all that's listed in the base are broom and amber. Broom, and I didn't know, I just had to look this up. Broom is a yellow flower. There wasn't a lot of information on what it smells like. I did find one site, let me just take a look. It says it's a heavy and musky flower that's reminiscent of bees' propolis, if that helps you. And it's reminiscent of the scent of sweet peas, but more intense and animalic. So that's in the base. So if you're looking for a broom fragrance, maybe you'll like Taif. Okay, so those are kind of the technical things. What it comes down to for me is this is so sheer. Now, if you're looking for a nice sheer wearable oud, this is your bag. I personally just don't like oud. I have never found a scent with oud that I like. But if you really like oud fragrances, this is a beautiful, unique one, and it's so sheer and unassuming. I don't really detect much projection from it, to be honest with you. I feel that it lingers on my clothes just a little bit. On me, the longevity is a few hours at best, and like I said, I have to try to detect it. So I'm gonna say like 4 hours max on me. Seasonally, I don't think it really speaks to one season, but because of the lightness, I think maybe spring and fall a little more. I think it goes with winter, but it's just so light. And oud in summer, oud and heat isn't a match in my mind, but that's just personal opinion. I do think the scent is unisex. I think a man could easily pull it off. I think oud is a nice masculine note, but again, personal opinion. You know, you wear what you like. This doesn't have anything about it that is explicitly feminine to me. And finally, Taif retails for $144 for the 50 ml bottle. And yeah, you know, I guess it's like I'm trying to be sort of subjective, but you know, I'm trying to be objective, but how can perfume not be subjective? To me, this just doesn't cut the mustard as a great rose fragrance, and just the sheerness and the fleeting quality of it just isn't going to work for me. So I do think that's kind of expensive. But if you're talking about my Ormonde Woman, which has really nice longevity and projection, it's worth every cent. So, you know, in every line there are hits and misses, and for me, Taif was a bit of a miss. So I will put some links, as I always try to do, to other reviews of this fragrance, because obviously, you know, if this is something that interests you, you want to see what other people have to say besides just me, so I'll have some links in my About box, and I'll have links where you can buy it or check it out or look at it on Fragrantica, because I like to be helpful. So that is my review of Taif by Ormonde Jayne. Please let me know if you've tried this one, and tell me what you think about rose and oud. It's kind of a popular combo now. Can't get on the oud train. I just can't do it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful, fragrant day.